Mercy sakes, mercy sakes. Tell you what, kingfisher is a great, cool bird. Love the kingfisher. I like birds. I really do. I like birds. Egrets, gulls, terns, red-tailed hawk. Let's see, what other birds? And the stilt. Stilts are pretty cool. I like birds. My roommate hooked me up. Speaking of birds, check this out. This is cool. I don't know what they call them, but it says Gunfest, and then it says Ducks Unlimited since 1937. Love duck meat. My favorite is Cornish game hen, especially with rice pilaf and some good asparagus with some dinner rolls, Hawaiian rolls with some butter, and good old juicy yellow gravy on the Cornish game hen. Doesn't get much better than that, aside from duck meat. I reckon this will fit in here. Nope, doesn't fit in there. Pretty cool though. I like that. That was nice of my roommate to give me that. Gave it to me today. Today being April 19th, I think. Yeah, April 19th, 2016. Really cool. Newsflash. Milwaukee's not my favorite beer. I used to drink it for 3 years straight when I was younger, in my early 20s, I think. It was Milwaukee Premium, and then after that I went to, first was MGD, my very first beer, then I went to Milwaukee, and then after that I went to Coors Light, drank that for 2 years straight, the Bullet, Coors Light, the Silver Bullet. After that, then I went to Budweiser. Budweiser, I like it, but I drink it. But I prefer Genesee now. Like it. They also make Dog Bite, and it's Florida, I forget the name of it, Sugar Florida company that produces this. I researched it the other day, and the Dundee Brewing, Genesee Brewing, Dundee, or Rochester, New York. They're honey brown, but they also make Dog Bite and several other interesting beers. But can't go wrong with Genesee Ice though. Cheers. My roommate said if you drink a lot though, if your muscle, the beer dehydrates you. Your muscles tense up or lock up in your joints, your toes, you might have pain. It's a sign that you don't have enough water. Some people, like my roommate, doesn't like to drink water. Each his own though, but hey, I don't like water. Water is bland. Oh, my liver's kind of sore. Oh well. But he likes, speaking of movies though, he likes Sam Elliott movies, cowboy movies, and he told me a movie to go look at is Quigley Down Under. I don't know if you guys have heard of Quigley Down Under, but I'd like to see it. He also told me if you pull someone by the ear, it hurts. I didn't know that. Like, you don't have to punch somebody. You can just. Also, he told me a trick. You take your thumb like this, pushing someone's nail, because there's a lot of nerves in the nail. Ouch! You take your thumb and push down on the nail. It hurts like hell. It's like almost like the scorpion bite, but you push down on someone's nail. Or you grab someone by the collarbone. If they're skinny, you can dig your finger under their collarbone or under their ear. There's a nerve under the ear. Just clap their ear. That hurts too. Food for thought. Some little tidbits. Also told me an interesting thing about this, almost kind of like the slave trade, but not really. Get a sip. Basically, he was explaining to me about wallets. You get 100 workers, female woman, Mexican woman, to make 100. You have 100 of them. They have to make 300 wallets. Well, that's 3,000 wallets in Mexico. If they don't make it, you get these wallets at Walmart, $100 cost them. But if they don't get their quota, they get beat up. So if these Mexican people, they work for dirt. They don't. Mexican workers don't get paid jack shit. But when they come to America, they get paid a lot more. But just interesting though. But if you move to Mexico, you work, and he's a landlord. He owns the building. This is where the slave trade comes in. You work for him. You pay him what he owes, and then after you pay him X amount, he lets you go. Basically, you're on your own. That's kind of like a slave trade. Like if you were to just move initially to Mexico. Interesting information. It's basically all I was going to tell you. Hope you guys liked my BB gun the other day. Actually, well, this is a cool little gun too. It's an old gun made by Crossman. I prefer Daisy, but cool little gun too. It's an antique BB gun called the Auto Air 2. This pops up, put a pellet in there. Just open this side up, right there, put the CO2 in there. Pretty cool gun. But I like Daisy better. Even though I want to move to New York one day, or the upstate. Damn. Burp effect. For lunch today, Yellow Groove just told me they have a tax relief sale going on for Big Macs. I love Big Macs. I like McDonald's French fries. I like all food. I'm a food junkie. Pizza. I'm a guru. I can make food. I'm good behind the kitchen, behind the oven. I can do things. I'm not too shabby. Let's see. Some people are jackasses, and you know, let me backtrack. Oh, for lunch today, I love Chinese food too. Cheers to hot Chinese chicks with hot tits. I had beef lo mein, my favorite, beef lo mein. I love fried wontons, crab rangoon, egg rolls. I had wonton soup's my favorite. Love wonton soup. And every now and then I like to open up my fortune cookie, see what I get in there. I love Chinese. I love good Mexican. I was telling my coworker, man, I should deliver Mexican food. You always hear about, oh, delivery pizza. What about delivering me a taco? Deliver me a burrito at 10:30 at night. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, that's all it takes. Well, guys, you know, I mean, it's kind of depressing with the situation going on now. You know, I kind of want Perry to be the next president, or what's that other knucklehead? I can't think of his name. Rick Perry, or I'm leaning towards Republican, even though, you know, I mean, hell, I think they could direct the country in the right direction. Because we need freer laws. We're too tense, we're too uptight with shit. You know, we gotta like loosen up a little and let people be more free, do what the fuck they want. I mean, hey, fuck, 8 minutes. Damn, kind of getting a long video. I'm about to. Yeah, that's a pretty cool gun though. It fits good. Everything that's old is the best, if you ask me. I mean, what gun do you know you can put a pellet like that? I mean, that's kick-ass. I mean, the hammer, granted, it sucks the hammer doesn't work on it. It's like, whatever. It's got wind gauge elevation, and this is the front sight. I don't know. This is called something. And Hickok 45 knows everything about guns. Almost everything. A lot more experience than me. I'm a kook. I'm a country kook. Cuckoo. Cock-a-doodle-doo to you. I don't know what I'm doing or saying. Might give me a steak sub of big beef. Go beef. Love me a pork chop steak. Potatoes. Potato man. That's where it's at. People
Yeah, that's if you're with. I know you guys watching like what I do, so kudos to you. I'm a loser. I'll never have a girlfriend. I don't care. Well, I kind of care, but you only live once. Unless you're reincarnated into somebody else. Well, cheers. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Watching my little bit buzzed beer video. See you next time.